Okay, this is December 28th. This is kind of towards the beginning of our session. I had jogged him around a little bit, done some smaller circles, just trying to get him to be a little slower and more consistent. He used to be really bouncy and springy and a little faster. So I've been working on just letting him have his head and us just riding around in a relaxed way, and me kind of getting a feel for him and him getting a feel for me. And now I'm trying to get his jog a little bit slower. Before, I wasn't really asking him to go at a certain pace. I let him go at his pace and just let him have his head, loose reins, and just so we could get a feel for each other. And now he has a habit of having his head down lower, and I'm seeing how that's making him more inconsistent. And although he has kind of relaxed and slowed down some since the very beginning, he's getting his head too low, and I think he's kind of pulling down on me. So what I started doing in this session was figure eights. We hadn't really done figure eights, and or smaller circles, because he has a tendency to want to quit. So what I learned during this session was, especially around each end of the figure eight, like coming up right here when he has to go into that smaller turn and circle, I have to really squeeze him, and I have to get a hold of his face a little bit more to kind of push him into the bit more. Then he tends to kind of get where he needs to be, and his head comes up a little bit. So I didn't figure that out until I don't know, till once we got going. And then I started really working on that, and I didn't have my spurs on, so I just really focused on squeezing him and holding his face a little bit more around the turns, like here. And we did start to become more consistent, and he did start to kind of slow down a little bit. So I was happy with how this ended. You'll see as this goes on, we get better and better. So I was kind of getting the hang of it here. So we were going the opposite way for the figure eight.